Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1948 Royal KMM vintage desktop typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. K stands for key set, referring to the tabs on the key set versus having them set manually in the back. And MM stands for magic margin. It's got magic margins on the corners on top there. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight and line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. And this is the paper bail that sits on top. It's got 3 adjustable rollers. Typically it has 2, but this has a little bit wider of a carriage, a 12-inch carriage versus your typical 10. And if you want the margin right there, I'm just going to flip the magic margin, and it sends the margin magically to that spot, and just flip it back to lock it in place. And if you want it closer to the edge, you just flip it forward and then push the carriage to where you want it, and then flip it back to lock it in place. And that's where that margin is going to be. Same concept with the right. Say I wanted it right there, or like closer to the middle, closer to the edge. You just flip the magic margin on the right side, and it will send the margin to that spot. If you want it closer to the edge, you hold the carriage release and the magic margin at the same time, and then just push it back once you figure out where you want it to be. Now they're on the edges for maximum clearance. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. Hit this line space, gets you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip the switch forward. Skips 2, one more, it skips 3. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence on the next line. Beautiful. When it comes to the top typewriters of all time, these desktops rarely get mentioned. I don't know why, but these are actually better than the portables that make those top 10. But maybe they're just too big and bulky for a lot of people. But if you have room for one of these, you should add it to your collection. It's going to be way more powerful and efficient than a portable. It's going to be heavy and big, so it's hard. This thing weighs about 35 pounds. It's about probably 16 inches by 18 inches total on the top. Let's do a little quick measurement. So from knob to knob, you're looking at about 17 inches. Front to back, you're looking at 15, and then top to bottom, about 9. So it's a big typewriter. So a lot of people might not have room for this, but if you do, I would add this to your collection. Just for an efficient typewriter that'll last forever. This is all cast iron and metal. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip it forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy. Or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. Shift on each side and a shift lock on the left to clear that. Just hit the shift button again, backspace on the left side. Very nice. And the tab set, right now we have 1 tab set, I think, right there. So we're going to clear it by hitting tab clear. Now we don't have any, but I always like to set one somewhere in the middle, so that way when you hit the tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear in your typewriter. So you're just going to push that in, and now you hit the tab button. It's going to stop at that spot, and you can set as many tabs as you want on this model. Margin release is below that. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that margin release, and it will allow you to go all the way to the end. Sometimes you got to hit that a little harder. And that's it for the keyboard. We're going to open the hood. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling to the right counterclockwise. Pulls from underneath on most desktops. If you want to switch the direction, there's a switch on the left side here. You flip it to the left, it'll pull clockwise to the left. We want it to keep pulling to the right. And this lever here, we'll just put it in the middle, and it won't pull the ribbon at all. So when you're moving the carriage, you're not wasting any ribbon. When you let it go and you move the carriage, when you're just messing with the carriage, it pulls the ribbon as well. So to stop that from happening, you just hold that lever in. Color selector, right now we have a solid black ribbon, and you can actually double use that by flipping it to the left, and it prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. That vibrator just goes up a little bit higher, so you're printing on the bottom. When you have it in the middle, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is usually black. So if you have a black and red ribbon, the red would be on bottom, black would be on top. And if you flip it all the way to the right, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. And you also have to unlock it with this little lever here to get it to go over there. And that's to help so you don't accidentally move it over there and you're not printing any ink on accident. On the right side of the machine is the touch control from low to high. Right now we have it on 0, but if you want to increase the tension, what that does is it loads a spring that controls all the keys, and it just adds tension to each time you hit the keys. You do have to hit them harder, but they respond faster. So righty tighty, lefty loosey on that. I like it on low on this one. This one's really fast, so I'm not a writer anyway, but I always like it on low so I don't have to hit the keys too hard. Carriage release on each side, super smooth carriage. And you can also reset the tabs by just pushing them in if you want. And you can also manually set the margins. So if you don't want to do it the old school way, you just go in there and just move them like that. Left side is, if you push this button, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space. Same concept with this lever here. If you flip that up, it disables the spacing. You flip it back, you get the clicks. Carriage release also on this one. Very nice. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.